What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to build and code another profitable strategy that you guys can use on a live account. So right now, this exact strategy, just um, built it through the software I have, and now we are going to code it to be an own individual NinjaScript file. So let's get to it. So here's the strategy. Here is the performance over the last 5 years on high order for resolution with 3 ticks of slippage. This was an out of sample period, and this was also an out of sample period. Then my in sample was 2021 to 2024. So it's on the MES 11 minutes, and these are our parameters. So yeah, let's start coding them. So first thing we're gonna need to do is open up NinjaScript editor, strategies, right click, new strategy. We will name this MES MoneyBot. We'll just do MoneyBot MES. And then we'll do generate. So now we have the basic, and now we need to start coding the strategy. So first couple things is we're going to set slippage to 2. Start behavior immediately submit synchronized account. Bars required to trade, we'll do 5. Set this to false. Include commission equals true, and include I forget what it's called. It is called include trade history in backtest. And we want to set that to true as well. So those are just the basic default settings we want to set so that when we backtest it, we're getting something accurate. Now, next thing we need to do is start coding the logic. So if current bar is less than bars required to trade, then we're going to return. This is just making sure that we have enough bars loaded on the chart to actually run calculations and say if we want to enter. Next thing is our long strategy. Also, this is a mean reversion strategy, so it's not going to use a TP and stop loss as much as other ones are. So as you can tell from the chart, right? But right, as price comes up, we're shorting. As it's somewhat coming down, we're buying. Came down, we bought. Came up, we sold. Lost money there, sold. Came up a little bit, we sold. Came up, we sold. So it's a mean reversion strategy. So you want to, if you're trading a portfolio of bots, you want to have mean reversion and trend following so that you are diversified for either way that the market may move that day. So now let's start coding our entry signals for the long strategy. So from the automated algo assembler software, our first signal is going to be if SMA, our period is the 17 period, oh no, this one isn't period, so this one is just the SMA 50, the most recent bar, is less than SMA 200 of the most recent bar, and signal 240 is going to be and close of one candle back greater than the open one candle back, and the close of the most recent candle is greater than the open of the most recent candle, and the open of the most recent candle is greater than the close of one candle back, and the close of the most recent candle is greater than the open one candle back. Just want to double check that I typed that in correct. Yeah, that looks right. And then we're going to put parentheses around that whole section because that's all one signal. Now signal number 59 is going to be and a rune for the 17 period up is greater than the a rune 17 period down. And that's our entry signal. Now, actually, we need to change this to the most recent bar and the most recent bar. So when that happens, then we want to enter long. And we're going to set a stop loss at calculation mode.ticks 570. All right, so let's compile this. Okay. So we did something wrong. Let's see if that fixes it. No. Now let's see if this fixes it. All right, there we go. So we need to get the A rune, the 17 period A rune up value, and then we get the most recent bar, the most recent candle value. Yeah, the most recent value basically. So we got that compiled. Now go to NinjaTrader and we are going to go to new chart, MES, 11 minutes, do 50 days to load. Wrong one. This, strategies, MoneyBot, MES. Everything looks good. Let's enable it. And there we go. So this back test looks like it's killing it, especially this month. So here we have our historical trades. We're slightly up, but yeah, it's just over the last month and a half ish. All right, so we know it's working. The buy side is working. Now we need to finish coding. So we have our signals, we have our stop loss, we have our period. Now we need to add go break even after 150 ticks in profit and exit after 120 candles. So up here we're going to make a global variable. It's going to be int candles in trade. So every time we buy, we're going to set candles in trade equals 0, right? Because we've been in a candle for 0 trades. Also part of our entry strategy is if position dot market position equals, no, if it does not equal market position dot flat, then we return, because we only want to enter positions if we are flat. So above this, so even when we're not flat, this is logic that we want, code that we want to run through. So we're going to do if candles in trade is greater than in this case we have 120, then we exit long. And what we're going to do is write this on bar update is going to run one time for every new bar. So what we're going to do is at the beginning of every new bar, we're going to do candles in trade plus plus. That's just going to add 1 to whatever it is. Right? So say we start the strategy, we're going to restart, right? We start running here. Candles in trade now equals 1. We don't do this because it's not greater than 120. Now we're going to enter a position, and now candles in trade equals 0. Now on the next bar, right, we're still in the position. On bar update updates, and now candles in trade equals 1. And it's going to keep going through that until we get 120, then we'll exit. So pretty simple, but that's how you exit by bars. Now we need to add a go break even after 150 ticks in profit. So we're going to do if position dot get unrealized profit loss performance unit dot ticks. So in this case, we don't need the second one. If it's greater than 150, then we exit long. Right, that looks good. All right, so now let's come back to the chart. And just to make sure our code is actually doing something, let's remember 126, 990, and from our trades, all of our exits are exit on session close. So we'll delete that. We'll come back to here, we'll compile. Then we'll come over here, strategies, disable it, apply, and now if we enable it, it should be including our new logic. So here it definitely did, but that doesn't look right. So we're getting sell. Sell comes from exiting long. So let's see what it is that could be causing that. So first thing I'm going to do is comment out this. We want to figure out if it's this causing it or this one. So then we'll compile and try this again. All right, so it looks like we're still getting that. Okay, well this changed now though. So we're going to come here, and when we exit, we are going to print 6 in profit. Then we will just copy this. Actually, we got to do it before we exit long, because if we exit long first, then we will no longer be in a position. Let's see, close the parentheses, and that should be good. We need a plus here. All right, then we'll come back here. We'll do strategies, disabled. We need to new manuscript output. Might be a little hard to see. I have a bug right now. I already fixed it. It's just I need to reset all my strategies for it to take place. But strategy performance, apply the strategy. Now man, it's gonna be impossible. Oh, okay. So for one, not sure why this is happening because I don't think that's 150 ticks, right? No, that shouldn't be. Yeah, it's definitely not. So something with that is messed up. But I also realized that we go break even after 100 ticks in profit. We don't exit. So instead of exiting long, we're going to do set stop loss calculation mode dot price, and then at our position dot average price. So basically that's just setting a stop loss at our entry price. Let's compile that and now try that. Okay, so that's definitely not right. Something is going on where somehow we're in a position of more than 150 ticks. That don't make no sense. Alright, let's check documentation real quick. Oh, okay. So we need to do looks like we need to add close zero. And let's try that. Come back here. Strategy, disable, enable. Okay, there we go. So that was it. So basically what that was doing was not really sure where it was getting the unrealized profit ticks, but I guess it was a number greater than 150. Now by adding the close zero, it knows we should get the position profit in ticks based on that position compared to the current close price. So that was it. I guess that works. And now we can uncomment to this and we can comment our oops. We can we'll just Control X and you can paste it here in case you ever need it. Now let's compile. Come back here. Apply, and now it looks like what we were expecting. So over the last month and a half, up $143, we were down 1,000, which is normal. And now if we go to open the strategy analyzer, make sure we can compare the trades. So December 31st, let's see, December 31st, yeah, that looks pretty, yeah, that looks pretty similar to me. except that right now, since we're only long, we went long here, or the back test we actually went short. Oh no, we did go. We bought here. And bought here. Bought. Okay, yeah, so it is the same. Exactly the same. Alright, so that's what we like to see. So now let's code in the short side. So we're going to come back to our code. And now underneath the flat position logic, we're going to do if now we need signal number 151, which is so the hour is greater than 5. Now you will have to adjust this based on your clock, but I am on Central Time. So 5 is going to be 5 a.m. Central Time. So I'll put 5 a.m. Central Time. Adjust to your PC's time zone. Then signal number 2 is 58. The buy signal had 59. Now we have 58, which is going to be a rune. Period of 17 again. Now we're going to still taking the up of the last. Now it needs to be greater than a rune 17 down the most recent. So the difference is less than or greater than, but other than that, it's the exact same. And then signal 81 going to be choppiness index 17 period less than 40. And that is our short logic. Then our short side, we're gonna set stop loss calculation mode.ticks is 400. We have no TP. Oh, sorry. Actually, we only have a TP, set profit target. We have no stop loss. Unlike our long side, we only have a stop loss and no TP. So set take profit 400. I actually messed this up. Our period is 13 for the short side. So make sure to change that. 13, 13, 13 there. Then we enter short. And since we are also exiting after a certain amount of candles, we're going to do candles in trade equals 0. But now we need to come up here and edit this. So if position dot market position equals market position dot long and candles in trade is greater than 120, then we exit long. Else, if position dot market position equals market position dot short and candles in trade is greater than 110, that's when we want to exit a short position. Now, from here, you can also see we have an exit signal. So that's the exact same as our entry signals, but only for the short side. And it's to exit instead of entering. So our exit signal is 199. So up here, let's make this a little neater. Right, so in our exit short is if we're in a short position and candles in trade, we're actually going to take this and create a new if statement. So now if candles in trade is greater than 110, or our exit signal occurs, which our exit signal is 199, which is psychological line of the 13 most recent bar is greater than 80. Then we exit short. So if we're in a short position and our candles in trade is greater than 110 or psychological line is greater than 80, we exit short. So let's compile this. Okay, position, spelled that wrong. Choppiness index and int. Okay, and of the most recent candle. Boom. So we got that. Let's come back here. Open our chart. Strategies. Disable it. Enable it. And now we got shorts. Okay, this should not be happening. So we have something wrong here. But besides that, so it looks like it's happening is our shorts are hitting stop loss right away. Okay. So, couple ideas. Firstly, this isn't right now is working on our longs and shorts. So we need to take that out. And similar to like how we did here, we're going to close the parentheses here, open the brackets. Now, if candles in trade or blah, greater than 150, then we set stop loss. Where did that exit? Okay, no, I messed that up because they're two different things. Let's go all the way back. All right, so we're gonna do. So if we're in a long position, if we get this, then we're gonna exit long. if candles is greater than, let me exit long. Else if we get this, then we're gonna adjust our stop loss. Only for long positions. So that's one thing. Another thing is we need to come down here, and when we set a stop loss, NinjaTrader or NinjaScript is going to remember that stop loss or TP for all of our positions. So we need to specify that it's only for the buy positions. So we're going to do from entry signal is going to be buy, and then is simulated stop, we'll just do false, and then when we buy, the entry signal is going to be buy. So this will make sure our stop loss is only applied to positions with a buy entry signal. Then we're going to do the same here, sell, and our set profit target is only going to connect to positions that sell. So that looks good. Let's compile. Come back to here. All right, we're still getting this. So we got our sell. But it's hitting stop loss. Okay, not sure why, but we're gonna set here also to buy only, even though it should only be adjusting when we're in a long position. So not sure how that code could be running. Okay, I guess that was it, because now it's gone. So there we go. Now this is what we want. So right, boom, good trade, bad trade, bad trade, bad trade, bad trade, bad trade, good trade, break even, good trade, great, great. And now we're getting somewhere. So in the last month, we're down 125, had a pretty large drawdown, but that's the way it is. Let's check our strategy analyzer. So over the last 5 years, we got 14,800 and 22.50. Now let's test our new strategy on the MES 11-minute last 5 years run. Okay, and about the same, more profit. So I guess let's put the slippage on and also put it to high order fill resolution. And you can see it's very close. Let's change the dates to match. Okay, so yeah, so I guess ours made 3,000 more bucks in that same amount of time. Yeah, 2,000 more dollars on the short side. Not really sure how, but because it should be the same. But yeah, equity graph 1. Here's the second. Obviously very similar. Gonna have slight differences, that's normal. But yeah, that's it for this video and this strategy. Hopefully you can follow along, learn something from it. The next thing you can do to take this to the next level is you can create properties. So to do that, you're gonna want to come here. You want two brackets below it, and you do ninja script property display. I always get a typo. Let me just. So you can set properties right. You can do, let's say, buy stop loss 6, right? So then you can just do buy stop loss, and now what you can do is instead of putting 570 here, you put buy SL. So now, actually, let's come up here in our set defaults. We're also going to put buy SL equals 570. So we'll compile it again, and as you can tell, without even doing anything, just by compiling, this just popped up. Right? If we put 1 to the last year, right? Look at the difference. Well, I guess it's over the year too. But 570, right? Huge difference. 200, different. And I believe the short side should be staying the same every time. Yes. It's only affecting the buys. Yes. So any number in here you can create a property for just by copying this. Just change the name, change this, and then you set it. So you could do different hour, you could do different periods, you could do change this easily. Trade how many candles till you exit, trade when you move the stop loss to break even. So there's a lot of different options that you have that you can optimize on. Now, this strategy I like, and I found, and it's already, I already did out of sample testing, which that is basically, it's a way to test strategies so that they have a higher chance of predicting the future and making money in the future, not just in the past, right? Because anybody can show you a good back test in the past. What you should care about is the probability that it performs like that in the future. So this strategy should be already tested for that, so it should have a good likelihood of performing well in the future. And that is why I'm going to leave it as is, but you guys are feel free to do whatever you want with it. So yeah, hopefully you liked the video on this mean reversion code building video. If you want the code, like, subscribe, and I'll put a form in the description with so I'll send you the code completely for free. Just yeah, if you want it, just fill out that form, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Peace.